Hey, what's cooking, people? And welcome to another episode of MC Eats Life. Yes, that's right, there's no food on this episode, only adventure. Today's episode comes to you from the Sungei Buloh Wetland Reserve up in the northwestern part of the island. Every time we've been here, we've seen crocodiles. So I'm really hoping that we get lucky again today. So the best thing about today is that we're not that far away from low tide. It's about 3:30, and that's supposed to be the best kind of time to see the crocodiles. But also it's raining and it's quite cold. And so because of that, I've literally seen no one. There's not a single person here at the moment. I mean, there probably is somewhere, but it's like having this place to myself. So I'm hoping we're going to get lucky with the wildlife that we're going to see today. I'm hoping that it doesn't rain any heavier, so I don't need my umbrella. Let's keep our fingers crossed that we see something really exciting today. One of the most usual common places to spot crocodiles here is actually from the bridge right near the entrance over towards the migratory bird trail. You can almost always see them loitering and basking in the sunlight, and maybe that's where we're going to be unlucky today because it's raining. There's going to be less incentive for them to be out sunning themselves on the bank. I can't see any at the moment having a quick scan around. It might be better in an hour or so once the tide's gone out a little bit more. Oh, it's beautiful though. And not only is it beautiful, it's really nice to have it to myself. Might just actually just stand here and just look at the nature for a little bit. You can see in the distance out across the water, it's Malaysia over there. It really is close, isn't it? And supposedly the crocodiles that are here and have kind of taken up residence here are kind of displaced from Malaysia and by the building works that have taken place there. And so they've come here and kind of they've sought refuge, which is pretty cool and lucky for Singapore. So the migratory bird trail is my favourite thing to do. To walk around here. It's basically a path a bit like this that goes all the way around the water, and there's various little bird watching huts and hides that you can go in and try and spot the wildlife. And then both sides is water, so this side is a kind of enclosed bit of water that drains out on low tide, and then this side is then the kind of the river estuary bit out into the more open waters, and it tends to be this side is where you'll see more frequently the crocodiles. In fact, is that one down there now, or is that a rock? Let me have a closer look. So yeah, it wasn't a rock. It does look, I'm 95% certain, that's a little crocodile head. It's only a little one though. So well camouflaged, and just the top poking out the water. I reckon we'll be able to see more as that water goes out and the tide goes out. Just turn around this way, and then there's just a massive monitor lizard just hanging out in the tree, as you do. A crazy, crazy beast. I mean, perhaps it's more comfortable for it to hang out there than on the muddy bank. The poor thing turning round. Can't be easy when you're the size of that lizard to be able to turn yourself around on a branch. Just staring at me. Just another monitor lizard. Looks like he's just desperately trying to get some warmth. Sat out like a flattened pancake, just getting a little bit of the warmth of the sun through the clouds. Another beautiful specimen though. A bit smaller than the one that was climbing the tree, but still a good old size. And what's that, about 1.5 meters from nose to tail? Well, so far I've seen as many people as I've seen crocodiles, and I've seen more water monitors or monitor lizards than I have crocodiles and people. So definitely positive so far. I've got a feeling we're going to see something today. Beautiful kingfisher. Look at the colours on it. Look at that beautiful blue back. Just peacefully sat there. When there's no one else around, you can just hear sounds coming out of the mud. And you can hear sounds of fighter jets flying over as well, which normally I'd quite like, but not today. It's definitely a good problem to have, but on a day like today, when you're walking through, there's so much to look at, there's so much to see, and so many places where things could be hiding. I don't want to miss it, but it's almost, you can't take it all in. You can't check every tree and every bit of fence. There's going to be so much that we're not going to see just because I'm not looking carefully enough, and that really annoys me. The tide is definitely on the way out now, isn't it? It's like a bath emptying out here. A beautiful bird. Almost all the water's drained out of here, isn't it? It really is low. And then I thought this might have been a crocodile. It would have been an unusual place for it, but it was just a bit of rock or something, or a log. But yeah, there'd be all sorts of crabs and stuff living down there, wouldn't there? See all the shells. Oh, I forgot about the tower. At the top of the tower, take my mask off for a minute when I catch my breath. It is really nice to be able to be up here, and it gives you a really good 360 degree and a panoramic view of the wetland reserve. It gives you a chance to see some of the types of birds that you wouldn't see if you were down at ground level. Let's have a pan round. You see for miles in each direction. It's just really a beautiful view from up here. There were two of them a minute ago, and then I moved a little bit, and I think one of them got scared. I think it's probably shouting like to its friend. Where have you gone? Beautiful. It found its friend. A beautiful bird through the trees. Probably the best shot we've had so far, actually, wasn't it? A kingfisher just swooped down a minute ago and maybe tried to steal the fish that it got. Wasn't very happy with it. It's perfect when it's like this, isn't it, for these fish? For these birds. They can walk around and just have a rummage. Oh, beautiful. Back by the bridge. There's a few more people around now because it stopped raining. Another beautiful bird wading in the shallows, occasionally dipping his head down to get some food. You see the crocodile. Gonna come swimming this way towards us. A beautiful specimen.
I think it's just one later. Doesn't look like in the wood. Or he just moved away. I'm not sure. Wait, you know how close they are? Sure. Behind the city store. Is the dog on it?
Possibly my favourite creatures in the world. Just been speaking to these guys next to me, and they got a photo of this one eating a fish, and then a couple of other ones as well. So back onto the main bridge, and we've managed to sit here and watch a couple of crocodiles. One got very close to the bank, and there's about 4 or 5 beautiful birds, including a really rare kingfisher flew past, and the guy next to me got a great shot of it. It's really lovely, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's about eight people here at the moment, and on a day and tomorrow there'll be 40 or 50. So we're very, very lucky. Right near the beginning, we thought we saw a crocodile and its head poking out. It definitely is. I've just seen it moving. It's back over there a little bit. Love how these two are just hanging out. So one's come a bit close to us and is under the water, and then that one is just poking its head out. There we go, it's coming a bit closer now. What an absolutely beautiful creature. It's going to go under the bridge. Look at this one just below us. How amazing. Look at its nose and its eyes. It swam out a little bit as well. I'm guessing now the tide's turning a little bit, it's probably time for them to head back out into the open waters. Or maybe in search of some sun. How lucky is that? So 3 crocodiles, and then 2 of them really up close and personal, but from the safety of the bridge. That second one, or the second close one, it really wanted to come, like it just stopped right by me under the bridge. It almost wanted to be featured in the video. Shout out to the two guys with the taking the photos as well. Really sweet guys, and they caught some brilliant shots. The crocodile eating a fish, and then a kingfisher, and then an eagle. Yeah, inspirational stuff, guys. And hopefully they watch this video. If you do, make sure you like and subscribe. I know we've been focusing on the animals, but what a fantastic fungi specimen that is. I bet he'd be good at a party. I mean, it's got to be at least a week since I last made that joke. There are a few little mud skippers around. When they're not moving, it makes it very difficult to see them. Oh, there it goes, it's moving again now. There's a bigger one there as well. It's just thinking about coming up onto the mud bank. It's changed its mind and going back across into the water. There's a small little yellow bird down there as well. Uh-oh, our crocodile friend's gone. Where's it gone to? Is it going to be gone for good? Is it just going to reappear somewhere in a minute? The crocodile just made a big splash, so either it decided to go and try and get something to eat, or it was being annoyed by something. Not quite sure which. It's on the move again now though. So it's not massive, but it's bigger than I thought on first glance. I really wasn't expecting to see a crocodile over this side. There was a rotting, well, half-eaten fish down there, which is being devoured now by flies and insects. I wonder if that's the leftovers from a crocodile's catch. That just about brings us to the end of our time here at the Sungei Buloh Wetland Reserve, and what a fantastic few hours it's been walking around and seeing the wildlife. I've really enjoyed it. It's been really peaceful, even in the little bit of light rain that we've had. Hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed it, make sure you like, subscribe and click the bell. Leave a little comment. Tell me where else I should go in Singapore and what I should try and find. Until the next episode, all there is left to say is thank you and stay full.